Ever wondered about the world's most surprising and unusual facts? Prepare for a journey into the realm of the extraordinary. We're about to embark on an exploration of the utterly unexpected, the downright bizarre, and the absolutely awe-inspiring. From the peculiarities of nature to mind-boggling human phenomena, we're delving into a treasure trove of trivia that's sure to keep you guessing. So for the curious souls and the lovers of the strange and spectacular, this is your moment. Ready to dive into the world of the weird and wonderful? Buckle up. Let's start with some tasty surprises from the world of food and nature. Avocado lovers, did you know your favorite guacamole ingredient is actually a fruit? More so, it's technically a single-seeded berry. Now, let's jet over to Paris. The Eiffel Tower, an architectural marvel, grows by about 6 inches in the summer, thanks to thermal expansion of its iron structure. Next, we're going down under. Australia, the land of kangaroos and koalas, is wider than the moon. Quite a stretch, right? The moon's diameter is around 2,000 miles, while Australia's diameter from east to west spans nearly 2,500 miles. And finally, let's dive into the ocean. Shrimp, these tiny sea creatures, have their hearts located in their heads. Imagine if our hearts were in our heads too. We'd always be led by our emotions, food and nature, full of surprises, right? Now let's delve into some fascinating facts about the human body and mind. Did you know that trypophobia is the fear of closely packed holes? More specifically, it's an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. So if you're a trypophobiac, crumpets might not be your best breakfast choice. On the other hand, allodoxophobia is the fear of other people's opinions. It's a rare social phobia characterized by an irrational and overwhelming fear of what others might think. Talk about social anxiety. Moving on to our bodies, human teeth are the only part of us that can't heal themselves. That's because they're coated in enamel, which isn't a living tissue. So remember to take good care of those pearly whites. And here's a fun fact about the human mind. People tend to be more creative in the shower. When we're in there, under the warm water, we experience an increased dopamine flow, which makes us more creative. Who knew our bodies and minds were this intriguing? Next, let's venture into the realm of pop culture and history. Did you know that the iconic Spice Girls were once a band named Touch? Mel C once admitted that they felt too bland and had to fit into a mold. Speaking of the Spice Girls, Emma Bunton, also known as Baby Spice, auditioned for the role of Bianca Butcher in EastEnders. She had a small part in the soap back in the 90s, but tried out for a full-time role. However, she ended up auditioning for the Spice Girls shortly after. Transitioning from pop culture to film, Amy Poehler was only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams when she played the cool mom in Mean Girls. Rachel was 25 as Regina George, and Amy was 32 as her mom. And let's raise a toast to this next fact. This phrase originated from the ancient Romans, who used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health. Pop culture and history never cease to amaze, do they? Finally, let's explore some truly unexpected facts and quirky laws. For instance, did you know that in Switzerland owning a single guinea pig is considered animal abuse? Yes, guinea pigs are social animals and get lonely without a companion. Shifting gears to Scotland, the national animal is the unicorn, symbolizing purity, innocence, dominance, and chivalry in Celtic mythology. Now let's take flight. The first airplane journey was on December 17, 1903, when the Wright brothers made 4 brief flights in North Carolina. From the skies to the stars, Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise. Turning to your kitchen, nutmeg is a hallucinogen in large doses due to a natural compound called myristicin. In the world of luxury, a 73-year-old French Burgundy became the most expensive wine ever sold at auction in 2018, fetching a staggering $558,000. And finally, between 1912 and 1948, competitive art was an Olympic sport with medals awarded for music, painting, sculpture, and architecture. And with that, we conclude our journey through the world of unbelievable facts. Hope you enjoyed the ride. We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From avocados being a fruit, not a vegetable, to Australia being wider than the moon. We learned about the fears of closely packed holes and other people's opinions, and that human teeth can't heal themselves. We discovered that Amy Poehler was only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams when she played her mother in Mean Girls, and that competitive art was once an Olympic sport. Thank you for joining this fun facts adventure. Remember, there's always more to discover, so stay curious,